Good evening, hockey fans in Newfoundland, Labrador, across Canada, and around the world via the internet. We welcome you inside the Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium tonight for a game between the visiting Deer Lake Red Wings and the hometown Grand Falls Windsor Cataracts. Let's come up inside the booth for just a moment. Well, let's do that. There we are. All right, and we've frozen up there. Let's go back to our main shot then, seeing how we are frozen in time.
Well, that's something to say for that.
Good start. At least our main camera's working, as you can see in the booth. We are frozen. Yep. Anyway, George Scott, Robert Golding, cameraman Jace Power bring you tonight's game. I guess the big story before we even get to tonight's game is what happened last night in the league.
Yeah, well, if you're a hockey fan and a league fan, you've got to be happy that the Stephen Lightning pulled off a victory last night, 5-3 over Cornwall Rolls, George.
Yeah, it's the first victory for Stephenville, and you need a team to be competitive. They've been having a rough year. First points they picked up all year, but a big win last night. They were, I think, tied 3-3 after two periods, ended up winning it 5-3, so they get on the board. In the meantime, let's take a look at the standings. We can get that one to work. There we go. These are the current standings in the league. Cornbrook Royals still sitting in first place, 1 point ahead of the Deer Lake Red Wings. And the Cataracts sitting well back in third place. Looks like that is likely where they will finish, although they could get caught by Stephenville at this point. Who knows?
True.
We've still got a handful of games, about 8 games left to go. But those are the current standings. So Deer Lake, with a win tonight, would go back into first place ahead of Corner Brook. So a big weekend for them. They play the Cataracts tonight. And again, tomorrow afternoon, we will have tomorrow afternoon's game for you here as well.
And that being said, George, I mean, it looks like the Cataracts will probably be, if I'm betting man, on the bet third place.
Yep.
Which means that you go on the road for the first weekend. You don't have home ice advantage. Obviously, Stephen Lightning know that they're going to play the first place team. They're going to end up in last place, I would think. So the second and third is it's a really, really tough series. And whomever comes out first in the league, whether it's the Cornwall Rolls or the Deer Lake Red Wings, are obviously going to have home ice advantage, whether they end up second or at first. And of course, they got to like that position. And they are thinking, and I know that they're thinking, long term down the road, that we're going to meet in the Western Final, and that's how you should think. Now, if you switch it over to the Grand Falls Windsor Cataracts, they got to be saying, we need to get more wins against either Corner Brook and or Deer Lake, and not just Stephenville, in order for us to be competitive, in order for us to hold something and give to our fans and everybody else. That's something that we have to do.
Yeah, and for the Cataracts, a couple of minor changes in the lineup tonight. Last week in the game against Corner Brook, remember goaltender Curtis Barrett, who came in to replace Tyler Whiffen to start the third period, ended up getting injured.
He did.
Came out of the game. So they've gone to a veteran goaltender to provide the backup tonight.
The old Stoner. Stoner came to Grand Falls, Windsor, Newfoundland a number of years ago as a import goaltender. Fell in love with the town, fell in love with a girl here from Grand Falls, Windsor.
Yep.
Got a job here in Grand Falls, Windsor, and has been a stellar fixture of the Grand Falls Windsor Hockey Association for years. And he's been with the Cataracts a number of years, George, even when we went to the Allen Cup.
That's
back
right.
in 2017.
Yeah, he was the third goaltender.
He was the third goaltender, the biggest cheerleader that we had. And he's come down, and he is, he plays a bit of rec hockey, and he's here to help at the Grand Falls Windsor Cataracts, and he's dressed as a backup here again tonight. Yeah,
Jason Stone will be the backup tonight. Curtis Barrett is out. Not sure how long he's going to be out. Talking to Paul Glavine earlier from the Cataracts, he said it's one of those sort of injuries that could be, he could be out a couple of weeks, could be out 4 or 8 weeks, who knows.
And with injuries with goaltenders, George, with, legs, groin, knee, ankle, whatever the case may be, there's nothing you can do as a goaltender that's going to rest it.
No.
So, the only way that it gets better is by not playing. And by not playing is not good. And you can only hope and pray that, as a young fella, that it heals as good as it should, and it comes back, and he is 100%. Because you can ask every goaltender, once they've had an injury, whether it's inside of the knee, an MCL, ACL, or a groin, or ankle injury, and if they come back too early, everybody wants to get back quicker than they think they could.
Yeah.
And if you do it, all of a sudden you get a setback, and maybe your season's in jeopardy.
Yeah, let's hope Tyler Whiffen can stay healthy until Curtis can go back and the Cataracts can get back to the two goaltender rotation, because I haven't played in about 30 years. I'll put on the pads again if I have to, but
Sure.
if that's where they got to go, the team's in trouble.
Well, I would have to say, is Mike Snellgrove available? Right, I
Yeah,
know
he's around.
He plays the trumpet and the piano well. I'm not too sure if he can handle the pads
Well,
anymore.
he does. He still plays rack hockey.
Okay, okay. Well, he's good.
So the Cataracts are fine. The other thing, they've got a player back who's been out of the lineup for a while. Travis Champion
Yes.
will be back this evening, and hopefully that'll be a big boost for them.
When Travis joined the team again this year, he was with the team a number of years ago, and he was out for a couple of years. Then he came back last year, and he brought a lot of energy to the team last year. And even going into this year, George, he got himself in a lot better shape. He was bigger, stronger, and remember the first couple of games we did? He was a ball of energy. He was just boom, 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 go, go, go.
Yeah, definitely an energy player.
Oh my goodness! And I really liked. And then he got hurt, and I remember we watched it. And of course they miss him. They miss that energy level. So him back in the lineup tonight, I think he'll excite the fans.
Yeah, Josh Fitzgerald, who played his first game
Yeah.
last weekend, out of the lineup again this week, and I'm hearing Jasper Dix will be in next week. We've been talking about him all year. He will be a boost to the Cataracts.
He will.
If he can get those 6 games in and be ready for the playoffs.
Mike Brent is another guy who won't be.
He's not playing tonight, yeah.
He won't be playing tonight. They missed Mike again last weekend. Mike is nursing a minor injury, and Cataracts are thinking, okay, let's go back and give Mike a little bit more time. And of course, the other guy is Rogers. Rogers, George,
Yeah.
who we've saw play both forward and D. The games that he played, which we watched and we've done, he was a really good player. As a matter of fact, I picked him as a first star in one of the games that we had, and he was a really good player. He's not here tonight, and that's another aspect of their game that they're going to miss.
Yeah.
One of the things that I looked at last week when they had Fuhrer in the lineup and he played on the line with Drover and with Maher, I really would like for him to be more of an impact player down low.
Yeah, he's a big man.
He's a big man, and he needs to take up more space and really get in there and establish his territory. That's important.
Okay, in behind us. You may have noticed the officials made the way out onto the ice. Game time 7:30. It's now 7:35. So
Okay,
hey,
well, we're on time.
it's close.
No, we're on time. We're only 7 minutes late. We're on time.
That's close for this. As we head down to ice level, waiting for the teams to come out. Should mention for Deer Lake, by the way, we haven't seen a whole lot in the last couple of years here at the Joe Byrne with both the Stevens in the lineup, Stephen Sims and Stephen Gillard. They're both here tonight.
Yeah.
And watch out for that combination. Two
Wow.
terrific players.
They're great players, George. We've watched them over the years, and they are, they're formidable players. They're veteran players. They feed well. Stephen Sims has been a stud D in this league for years, and I don't expect anything any different from him tonight.
All right, let's throw it down to stadium announcer John Thompson with the introduction of the starting lineups.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is the starting lineup for both teams. Beginning with the visiting Deer Lake Red Wings. On defense, number 3, Stephen Sims. On defense, number 44, Stephen Gillard. At left wing, Riley Maine. At right wing, number 91, Brandon Hines. At center, number 61, Drew Langdon. And in goal, number 31, Brock. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is the starting lineup for your Cataracts. On defense, number 29, Ian Wall. Starting on defense, number 61, Tyrell O'Rooney. And left wing, number 11, Cody Drover. And right wing, number 43, Jeff Fuhrer. And center, number 10, Jordan Barr. And in goal, number 31, you please rise if you can? Remove your caps and hats for the singing of our national anthem, being performed this evening by Grayson Bound. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see rise the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Grayson Bound with the national anthem, the younger brother of Carter Bound,
Well,
playing for the
George,
Cataracts.
I had to give a shout out to Grayson. I give Grayson many a ride. He used to live up the road from my son Jack. They play hockey together, house league. He's never told me he's been such a great singer, and I give him a hard time. I can't wait the next time I give him a ride.
You didn't know he could sing, hey?
I did not know. I know he could talk, but I did not know he could sing. Well, what a great job.
All right, with all that out of the way, let's get to the game. Red Wings in the white and red, of course. Cataracts in their home dark green jerseys for this game. And we are underway. Dumped into the Cataracts end. It's flipped high in the air, down the ice. Won't be enough racing, I don't think. No, Sims goes back to get it. And we get a whistle.
It's an early whistle, and George, I know maybe you can't see it as much on the camera as you can hear in the rink, but if anybody's wondering what the brown stuff is on the ice, there's been a leak in the stadium, and it doesn't look good, but the ice looks good.
As we've talked about before, there have been issues here at the Joe Byrne all fall and into the winter with a leaky roof.
Yeah.
Langdon brings it in on the right side, backhands it towards the goal, played off the boards by Whiffen. Sits back there, comes to the side of the goal, they score.
Yeah.
Brandon Hines.
Brandon Hines, George, I mean, my goodness gracious. I mean, the guy's the most prolific scorer in the league, and he's stood on the side of the net in no man's land, not a body near him. I mean, close your eyes and shoot this one. He's going to score it every time. Just watch, there's nobody looking near him. Just look, how is he so wide open? We got two guys behind. I mean, my goodness gracious. 43 seconds in. I mean, Brandon Hines is going to score if he got two men on him, let alone nobody. This poor coverage down low.
So tough start for the home side. In a hole early. Gillard to Robinson, tipped in by Coffey. Jeremy Drover backhands it. Up ahead to Nick Fitzgerald. Played it up to his teammate who didn't see it. Jacob Oak lifts it out to center. Coffey's got it there. It goes off a stick, goes high. Canes, rangy guy.
Big, strong.
This time it'll be icing against the Cataracts. Just a minute 22 into it already. Brandon Hines makes it 1-0.
George, everybody talks about the Derek Ravens up front. They got a lot of good goal scorers, you know. Brandon Hines and Michael Hines and Langdon, and you get Parsons and these guys. But the strength of their team undoubtedly is their D. Their D getting up to the forwards. You got McKay back there. You got Robinson back there. Gillard back there. Steven Sims. I mean, they're just stacked on the back.
It's going to be another icing call. As Andrew Pierce gets back there for the Red Wings.
And George, not only do they possess a lot of speed up front, they are very fast and strong on the boards. They're a tough team to play against.
Yeah, getting back to the leaky roof, the town announced just yesterday that because of the leak in the roof and ice on the roof, they wouldn't turn the heat on because that would make the leaking worse. But it's cold in here, and I think that's kept the attendance down a little bit. Not as many here as we saw
No, not near.
last week against Corner Brook.
No, like last Saturday night against Corner Brook, there was a great crowd, but substantially less here tonight.
Out at center, this is Lucas McKay, who you mentioned earlier. To Parsons, who'll tip it in. Going into forecheck. Snow pushed to the boards.
Snow's a big, strong, thick kid.
Red Wings in there again, right out in front. There was a chance.
Yeah, wide open again.
Stephen Giller with a shot. That's caught by Whiffen and held on.
One of the things, George, the Cataracts do not have big D. And trying to battle some of these big forwards down low, it's a tough job. Once these big forwards for the Red Wings put their back to you, it's tough to get the puck away from them. They protect the puck well. They might have 2 or 3 guys that are a little smaller than most, but generally speaking, they're a much bigger team than the Cataracts.
Peavy behind the net. Peavy, time to look around. Fed it in front. It's cleared. And the Cataracts with a chance to move it out. They don't do it. A little slow to move it. That was Carter Mullet. He's back at the point. Stephen Gillard right on goal. Looking for a deflection. Cleared away by Whiffen. Red Wings are on it back. Trying to get it back to Gillard. That's picked off. Gillard knocks that down at center. Oak follows up on it. Clears it in for the Cataracts. Robinson behind his own net. Or actually that's Sims.
Having Sims and Gillard back there as a D partner, it's not too shabby.
Yeah, one of the things that really hurt the Red Wings last year in their Herder bid against the St. John's Caps was Stephen Gillard broke a finger in the first couple of minutes of the first game and couldn't play anymore, and that really hurt them.
Yeah, it certainly did. They were really counting on him to help them for a Herder victory. That didn't come.
Hard around the boards by Wall. Picked up. Drover. Swings it across for Murr. Murr with a shot off the shoulder of Brian Gillis. Didn't know where it was.
I think it might have even touched the post after it hit him.
It went up high there, and he was looking around for it. Didn't know where it was.
Handcuffed him.
So one good scoring chance there for the Cataracts. Coming from that line of Drover, Murr, and Fewer.
Yeah, if they're going to do anything, that line's got to work.
They need them to score. This is Jeremy Drover. Good outlet pass. Right onto the stick of Cody Drover. He's in over the blue line. Drover ducks under a check. Or attempted check by Robinson. Robinson went down. Gets cleared out. It's Joey Green. Knocked out of the air by Hines. Hines elects to go to the bench. Get a line change in. Nick Fitzgerald plays it back behind his net. That misconnected. And the Red Wings are on it again. This is Fitzgerald for the Cataracts. Leaves it in the corner. Drover. Back to Fitzgerald. Gets to center. Softly plays it in. He'll try and go in there against McKay. McKay gets there first. Plays it around to Urquhart. Back behind the net. McKay across. Green got a stick on that. Andrew Pierce gets rid of it at center. Pass misses Fitzgerald. McKay wheeling. Just backhanded in. Coffey in first on the forecheck. In there with Ethan Smith, who did not play in that game against Corner Brook last weekend. Back in the lineup tonight. Coffey's got it for the catch. Off the boards. Gillis out to play it. Gillis. Great pass up ahead. And they'll move it ahead to Parsons. Threw it through the slot. Will come off the boards. Gillard hustled in but couldn't hold it in. Coming away with it is Mullet. He lost it as Sims gets back to take it away.
Great job of backing up his D partner.
This is Luke Gillard. He stopped. Pass for Mullet. in behind him. Gillard going back to get it, and that'll be an icing call against the Cataracts. 14:01 to go. First period, 1-0 Red Wings.
That's a long pass to try to make George inside the blue line and out past the red line. One of the things that you got to note, you got to put it to an area and hopefully the player gets it. It was just, 10, 12 feet, a little too hard.
Face-off win for the Red Wings. Gillard winds up. Hand on it, got it. Back shoot, scores!
Goaltender's down. George looking for the puck. Puck beats him high. He reacted to the first shot, was down on his knees on the second one, the whole top area of the net. Gillard gets it right back, and he rifles it.
He fans on the first one, which I think may have
you
kind of
watch
fooled
this
the goaltender a little bit. Now he's saying, where is it?
And the goaltender goes down very early. One of the Cataract players coming through, don't know if he was screened or not, but these derelict Red Wings, who are a formidable team, obviously after a 2-0 start, you're going to be tough to get 3 and 4 goals on goaltender Gillis. So the Cataracts have got to get themselves going here in a hurry, or they're going to find themselves chasing the 8 ball the rest of the night.
Well, they're certainly behind the 8 ball. We're going to go mixing metaphors.
Well, you got to.
Yeah. Mix it up. Outlet pass for Peavy. Peavy through the middle. Kobe Burke got back. They don't get it out, though. Red Wings play it down deep into the corner.
Cataracts might have gotten away with a penalty there.
Red Wings still on it. Threw it out into the slot. Robinson hustled over to keep it in. Out come the Cataracts. Tyrell Mulrooney, the defenseman, rushing up the ice. Up ahead, here's Brandon Hines with a breakaway. Hines from his knees as he slipped. Put it up over the top of the net.
I don't know how a guy gets so wide open. I just can't figure it out.
Drover.
I think he might have lost a blade.
That's going to be a penalty coming up to the Red Wings.
Yeah, behind the play every time.
It'll be a slash, I believe. But Brandon Hines, clear-cut breakaway. He stumbled. It was going to be hooking.
And he's calling the trainer to come back into the room with him. I was looking at him. He's looking at his skate the whole time.
Well, maybe he said something wrong with the skate blade.
Yeah, and I watched it, George, as he went there and all the way back. He's called the trainer. They got into the room. Either the blade has come loose, never come out, because if it came out, he wouldn't be able to stand up.
You saw that last night in the Montreal-Washington game. Carrier's skate came off. Wrong spot to be, trying to kill a penalty over on Ovechkin's side. And
very difficult.
Blade comes off your skate. What a helpless feeling. We've seen it happen a few times over the years.
And George, when a blade comes out off a player's skate, it's nothing but pure plastic. And it's just so funny watching them try to get up the goal.
Like a newborn.
Yeah.
One of those newborn foals. Right?
Yes.
Trying to walk for the first time. Yeah, it's tough. Anyway, Cataracts on the power play, trying to get back in this one. They trail it by 2 early. Back at the point is Joey Green. Green can't shoot it. He'll get it back. Feeds it down in the corner into the slot. Back to the point for Green. Fans yelling, shoot. There's no lane.
He wants to shoot it.
Oh, Joey Green wants to shoot it. Marr.
He's going to shoot it here now.
Down low. Tried to feed it in front. Sliding out to block that. Good defensive play was Gillard. Marr. Fake the pass to Green. Fed it in front. Comes back to Green. Now he's maybe got some room. Nope. Gives it up to Drover. Drover's got it down low. Out in front off a skate. And that'll allow
that
the Red Wings
surprised me
to
with
clear.
Joey Green. Excuse me, George. He likes to shoot it all the time, and it looked like he had one going right down the middle of the rink.
Yeah,
obviously, there must have been some bodies in the shooting lane, because he loves to shoot it.
Thought that may have been the one-timer. Pass a little bit in behind Drover. He brings it in. They lose it. McKay has got it. McKay flips away. Mulrooney's got a hustle back. McKay peels off and likes to go to the bench. Or actually, he stays out, but backs off.
It's either one or the other.
I thought he was going to head for a change the way
I think he did
retreated.
too.
There's Jordan Marr. Just 5 seconds to go in the power play. Lots of possession for the Cataracts, but really nothing on net. And that's going to do it. Penalty is now over.
Yeah, there was possession around the periphery, George, and really not putting any pressure down low does nothing on a power play. And so the penalty killers, if you come to the bench as a Deer Lake Red Wing penalty killer, your coaches are very pleased. The Cataracts didn't do anything to get the puck to the net. Whether they chose to or not, they didn't. So as penalty killer, you say, we did a good job. Whether we did anything or not.
Back at the point, Ian Wall puts it towards goal. It's tipped by Oak over the top of the net.
Any shot on a power play is a good shot.
Cleared out by the Wings. Snow. Back up along the boards. Cataracts have it. They'll clear it down the ice. And that will be an icing call against the Cataracts.
Looking down the bench here, the Cataracts, George, and looking at the coaching staff, and they're basically trying to tell the Cataracts, when we got a little bit of room, that we got to take advantage of. If you got 8 or 10 feet, then take advantage of it. Don't give the puck away with 10 or 12 feet of ice. If you're not being harassed, then move the puck yourself. You don't need to pass that puck if you haven't got to, especially to a guy who's being covered.
Yeah, Cataracts with no shots on goal on that last power play, despite all the possession. Shot 5-1, trailing it 2-0. Peavy had it momentarily. Player hauled down, and could be extra. Whoa!
Yeah, it's going to be an interference call.
Oak knocked down one guy and then knocked down the other, but then we get another takedown behind the net as we get into some wrestling.
First call is going against the Cataracts for interference.
There's certainly going to be more than one come out of this.
Yeah.
It's Ian Wall coming to the penalty box.
Yeah, Ian Wall's a strong kid.
Morgan Peavy coming to the penalty box. Yeah, it was Wall who pushed down the two Deer Lake players. I think I may have said Oak.
I think there's going to be 4 minutes for the Cataracts and 2 2-minute monitors for the Red Wings, I'm thinking, which will be offsetting. Every now and again I get them right, but maybe this time not.
I'm only seeing 4
the other
Cataracts out there now, so it's going to be a power play for the Red Wings.
That's the correct call. I said it wrong. Cataracts were getting the initial, and then the other 2 were offsetting. Cataracts getting the first one for an interference call, and then, of course, I would guess 2 minutes each for roughing. Not sure what referee Dean is pointing to. He's going to come over and straighten them out.
Something about the clock. They're taking that 2 minutes. Obviously, Brandon Hines, by the way, has come back out of the dressing room.
Something tells me he's going to go out on the power play.
Oh, they just had the penalty up on the wrong side of the clock. That's all that was.
Okay. Referee spotted Brandon Hines coming out and said, no, you made your change. You're not coming out.
The gate is open. As soon as the puck is dropped, as soon as they can, I expect Hines to come out, and he does. If he replaces Anderson.
Yeah, I can guarantee he was telling Darren Langdon, get me back out there.
Well, the gate was open before the puck was dropped. He was ready to go. If they won the face-off, he was coming out.
Yeah, they're allowed to do that.
Oh, yeah. Here's Gillard. To Hines. The middle for Maine. Back to Hines. Hines will shoot it. It was tipped, went just wide. Gillard. Cross for Hines. Watch him. Back to Hines. Gillard. It's the 2 goal scorers in this game. Sims. Gillard. His shot. Missed short side and ricochets out and all the way down the ice. You get Brian Gillis come out to play quickly ahead to Brandon Hines. That's a couple of good passes he's made in this game. That's poked away.
Yeah, Brian
Gillis, lazy pass there by Langdon.
We've watched him a number of years. He's a phenomenal goaltender and passes the puck as good as most defensemen.
He was the Cataracts goaltender when they won the Allen Cup.
Yeah, and if you can remember, George, we watched all that series when we were up there. And, I mean, when pucks were shot behind the net, he was the first guy on him and made great outlet passes to his forwards.
Long stretch pass for Drover. 41 seconds to go in the power play. McKay will start things off. The Red Wings have changed up their power play unit. Good initial pressure. This is Anderson. Down in the corner, puck goes up in the air and into the crowd. The faceoff will stay right there. 24 seconds left to go in the man advantage for the Deer Lake Red Wings.
You know, it's the first power play unit for the Deer Lake Red Wings, George. They really, what we call, widen the ice. They go board to board, and they go from blue line down below. And that makes it difficult for your defenders. You've got to spread the rink as well.
It'll be kept in.
And they pass the puck very hard.
Good play by McKay. McKay drops it off. Anderson. Turn away. He's watched by Drover. Anderson has it. Back at the point to McKay. For Robinson. Robinson takes it off the boards. That's tipped wide. Anderson's got it. Just a couple of seconds left to go on the power play. Right through the crease. Penalty is over. Good kill by the Cataracts. They needed that.
They certainly did.
Marcus Sampson leaves it along the boards. Travis Champion. Back for Sampson. Back out in front. Try to get it back to Champion. It was picked off. Good play by Isaiah Keynes to read that. Coffey coming down the other side. His shot right on goal and cleared out. Snow. Sims. Puck goes in deep. Down. Plays it back behind his net. Mulrooney. A young defenseman just signed recently. He and Ian Wall played their first senior hockey game last weekend against the Royals. Cataracts are hoping that as they become more comfortable at the senior level, they'll be a good addition to the team.
I think so.
Mulrooney, his pass is picked off. Cataracts follow up on it, brought in. Burt took that pass from Oak, fed it in front, a chance for Carter Mullet, and went off the toe of his stick.
Nice play.
Mullet hits his man into the boards, comes back to the point. Mulrooney with a shot, that didn't get through. Mulrooney pinching in. Lucas Gillard, bound coming out, and Whiffen read it, came out and played it away.
Good play by Whiffen there. His D-man was in trouble.
Parsons, he gets plastered into the boards. Mullet with a couple of hits on this shift.
Mullet's a big kid. Last week in Georgia, he had several big hits as well. And as a matter of fact, if you remember the little tussle took place, he was one of them.
He played with Deer Lake the last couple of years from Lewisport.
Yeah, so I'm sure he's got some nice friends there.
Oak with it, chance, put it just wide.
Great move by Oak. Beat the D-man to the outside.
Winner shot that went off somebody in front and up and out of play. I was talking to a couple of people from Lewisport who came in just to watch the games.
Oh.
One of the guys, she's a former student, just graduated last year from Lewisport Collegiate. Said
Okay.
he's Carter Mullet's cousin.
Oh,
So he and a buddy and a couple other friends drove in to watch the game tonight.
awesome.
A little trouble getting this face-off going.
Yeah, drop the puck.
McKay gives it to Pierce. And Pierce brings it all the way down. Shot goes wide. Coffey off the boards for Nick Fitzgerald. He'll backhand it in. Gill going in hard on the forecheck, trying to play it out. He gets hit hard behind the net.
He did.
A good hit by Riley Main.
Finished his check well. Remember, Gill had a little tussle last week. Made his presence felt. Big kid.
He tried to backhand it out in front and hit the back of the net, and then he got hit and hit the boards. And he hit the ice. A lot of hitting. Keynes following up on it. Keynes goes down. Red Wings stay on it. One off a leg. Out and down the ice. Pierce going back to get it. Cataracts will get a change in. 4.5 to play here in the first. Gillard. It's a little bit too hard for Keynes. Mulrooney back to get it. Quickly across. Drover. Fewer flips it in. He took a bump from Steven Sims.
Little bump. Stevenson is a strong kid.
That pass picked off. Drover was looking for Marr. A little bit too hard for him. Sims to Gillard. Sims dumps it in, goes to the bench. Mulrooney gets the return pass. Through the middle, was looking for Marr. Puck was bouncing. Robinson has it. Back to Sims. Things have slowed down here in the first.
They have.
Snow. His pass was in behind Lucas Gillard. And he gave it away. Cataracts with a chance to move it out. They do. This is Marr. He's got Drover with him. Marr puts on the brake, shoots it. Blocker save made by Gillis. Puck goes out of play. It's only the third shot on net by the Cataracts. A couple of them by Marr.
George, you were talking about a couple of guys coming in from Lewisburg today. I was in Deer Lake today watching the Grand Falls Windsor Cataracts under 18 team play the Deer Lake Red Wings under 18 team for a couple of games. And one of the first guys I banged into in the rink, strange to see him there, was Andy Brake.
Oh, okay.
He said, "How you doing, Watsy?" I said, "Pretty good, Andy. How about yourself?" He said, "Taking it a couple of games." I said, "Yes." And the first thing he said to me then was that Steveville won last night.
Yeah.
And I said, "Yes." I said, "It's good for the league, actually."
Andy has been heavily involved in West Coast hockey for many, many years.
Yeah, he said, "We got a few people making a trek over your way tonight." He said, all the same, though, he said, not of, and many of us could get hotel rooms.
Hines, hotel rooms are scarce here in town, unfortunately.
Yeah, and an under 13 tournament here this weekend as well. So
there's a big volleyball tournament here
yeah,
in town.
it's,
Men's and women's volleyball being played at just about all the schools.
Yeah, it's a heavy-duty weekend for sports in Grand Falls, Windsor area.
And actually, I spent this morning refereeing a couple of junior high basketball games.
Oh.
It's a grade 8 tournament being played at Exploits Valley Intermediate. So I did 2 games this morning.
Call many fouls?
I called a few.
Okay, that's good.
Only the ones I saw.
That's
You know, what else can you do?
well, that's all you can do. Yeah.
And the game at 8:30. Another one at 10 o'clock this
It's going to be a
morning.
penalty for the Cataracts here behind the play. Just a real terrible penalty.
Seem to be playing a little bit better as of late. So a penalty is the last thing they want. They try and
Yes. It's just a
turn
play,
things
George.
around
you know,
a little bit.
The puck has gone down the ice. There's nothing going on. And you decide to interfere and chop the guy who's leaving the zone. The referee is 10 feet behind you. Those are tough ones, especially 2 minutes left in the period.
So a power play for the Red Wings. Their second of the game. Cataracts have had one. They're going to move the face-off to the other side.
I know it doesn't make any difference, but I'm wondering why. The penalty occurred right here by the boards. Why does it go over there? And the face-off, I got to ask someone that one. Do you know what, George?
Not sure. Short answer.
Okay, that's good. Oh, we're ready. Flood is too tonight. Probably sleeping.
Canes right out in front. Tip wide by Coffey. We come back to Gillard. That went off the skate of Drover. Coffey back to Gillard. He can't shoot it. He'll give it back to Coffey.
He wants to, though.
Oh, yeah. That was forced to the boards. Back to Coffey, back to Gillard. Now he'll shoot it. That's caught and held by Whiffenboy. He was looking for that shot for the last 15 seconds.
3 times in a row, he wanted it. He does not like to pass the ball up. He wants to shoot it. And George, that save looked very cool, calm, and collected by Whiff, but that was a great shot, and he just put the glove, and it was a partial screen.
Minute 20 left to go in the power play, and a minute 20 left to go in the period. All synced up. Lucas McKay crisscrosses with Robinson. Robinson gets it. That one off a leg. McKay keeps it in. Back to Robinson. Quick pass across to Hines. Down for Langdon. Back to Hines. To McKay. Up top for Robinson. Across to Hines. To McKay. Throw it around quickly. Crisp passing.
And they pass it hard.
Langdon.
Some battles going down in front of this net, I can
Back to
guarantee
Hines.
you.
That's Drover and Riley Main. McKay can't shoot it. Hines will shoot it. Boy,
You can hear Hines from here. Yeah!
he knew he was open. Robinson drags it, one off his stick. Back up, still 25 seconds ago. Another shot by Robinson, kicked away by Whiffen. Langdon.
George, these one-timers are hard to shoot as hard as they're passing it.
Back up top. Down low, Hines now down along the goal line. It bounces, they
Hines
scores.
He scores from near goaltender. He's trying to make a pass, George. I don't know if he's trying to make the pass or maybe just even banking in him. If I was to ask Hans, he said I'd probably try to bank that in.
Yeah,
That's a weak goal to score.
He couldn't get, he had the one shot from that left face-off circle. Couldn't really get it back and then went down low, and that paid off.
Yeah, he just, I'm not sure if he's trying to pass it or shoot it, but he doesn't have much. But if you watch, he gets it right here. Yeah, he's trying to bank it.
That hit somebody. I think it may have gone off a Cataract defense.
Cataract D-man. Yeah, you're right, George. But you know something? Goaltenders find a way to find it back in the net. He's a goal scorer.
That's a backbreaker there for the Cataracts.
That's
As
a
I
tough
said,
one.
They had been playing a little bit better as of late, but
Yeah. Well, you get a penalty with 2 minutes left in the period.
there it is. Here's the buzzer. First period comes to an end, and that late goal.
And well, Derelict Red Wings with the best power play in the league, and of course, you give up one like that. You're going 2 down, going into the first period. You could live with that. Now you're 3 down. It's a battle. I mean, you're going to have to score 4 or 5 goals to beat these Derelict Red Wings. That's a tough chore.
Yeah, this is as you like to say sometimes, Robert. It's getting late early for the Cataracts.
Yeah, it's that's one of those things. It's I don't know what the Cataract brass is going to do to try to roll their troops, but it's going to be a tough one.
All right, so we've got 20 minutes done, 3-0. Derelict Red Wings leading the Cataracts. Shots on goal, 10-3 in favor of the Red Wings. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with period number 2. You're watching Central West Senior Hockey League action from the Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium here on AO.live.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a birthday to announce. Emily Holland. I won't tell you her age, but it says number 33 birthday today. Happy birthday, Emily Holland. And you can guess who that's from. It's not me. But that's number 33 birthday today, Emily Holland. Congratulations.
All right, 3-0. Deer Lake Red Wings lead this game after the first 20 minutes of play. We had a little visit at the booth during the first intermission. The wife of Cataracts head coach Paul Whalen, Meg, is up and asked us to mention that their two sons, John and Seamus,
Yes.
turned 9 years old just a couple of days ago, or 3 days ago, January the 8th. So happy birthday, John and Seamus.
Yes, happy birthday, John and Seamus. Megan and Paul from good old Central Newfoundland, Buckins. My wife is from Buckins, and I had said to Megan jokingly, I said, yes, I said, she watches a lot of hockey. My wife knows all sorts of icing now. Takes a while.
You better not have that come back to you.
Yeah, well, supper, we already had supper.
You were fed today, that's it now.
Yeah, that's it, once a week.
There are no penalties on the board to start period 2. The Red Wings scored in the first minute and in the last minute.
Yeah,
Those are killers, both sides.
If you're going to draw it up, that's a good way to draw it up as a Red Wing fan.
Gillard holds it in down to Langdon. Just behind the net. Maine. Riley Maine. Back at the point. Gillard won it the one time. It pass was in his skates. Put it down low. Brandon Hines, who's got a couple goals in this one already. Back for Langdon. Back for Gillard. Off the heel of a stick and hit the defenseman. And
Brandon
scores.
Hines scores. Brandon Hines scores on the side of the net, George. Gillard takes a huge shot off a tough puck. Goes off the D-man for the Cataracts and right to Brandon Hines on the side of the net.
And Robert, we talked about goals in the first minute.
Yeah, we just watched it.
Get another one.
Yeah, here you go again.
So Gillard fans
Comes
on
out,
it.
and of course Brandon Hines there. He's not going to get any easier goal. He scored 43 seconds into the first period. He scores 37 into this one. 4-0. And George, as I like to say, and you said I like to say, it's getting late early, and it's getting later earlier.
Red Wings were all over the Cataracts on that shift, but it was a tough break as Gillard's shot pretty much fanned on it, hit the defenseman. Another shot, Whiffen stops that. Haynes back to Oak. Oak with his shot. That gets by everybody. Fitzgerald over on the far boards, pushed against the boards by Coffey of Deer Lake.
And George,
penalty coming up to the Red Wings.
It's slashed the stick out of his hand.
Champion. Around the outside of Oak. The outside, inside. Stopped. Whistle goes, and the Cataracts will go on a much-needed power play.
Oh, did he ever. Haynes picks up a slashing penalty, slashes the stick out of the player's hand. Anytime that the stick is dislodged from your hand, there's a good chance of getting a penalty. And even if the Cataracts don't score on this power play, George, you need to establish some type of dominance down low, and get some nose pressure, and at least create some scoring opportunities.
Grover at center, won the face-off, back to Joey Green. Green over to Meyer, back to Green, one-timer. Going off the Red Wing player and over the top of the net. Swing it the other way, Meyer's got it. Meyer turns, shot, stopped by Gillis. Grover has it, back to Fitzgerald. To Green. Green doesn't shoot it, back to Fitzgerald. Back to Grover. The Meyer shot got through, Gillis kicked that away. Grover. Gillard all over him. Coffey came over to help out, kicked it free down in the corner. And that'll be cleared down the ice with 1:12 to go in the power play. Whiffen leaves it for Green. Green passed a little bit too far for Drover. Sims has got it. Sims turns. Right to the goaltender Gillis, who played it away calmly. Now Drover has it. Drover all alone up there. Played it very calmly. And again down the ice. 35 seconds to go in the power play. And pass missed everybody, and that's going to be an icing call. Green's pass for Drover.
Never a good thing when you're on the power play. I'm looking right here now, and Joey Green is looking to come to the bench, and gate doesn't open, so he's got to go back out.
Drover behind the net to Joey Green. Green gets it over center, dumps it in. Fuller got to it, and the Red Wings took it away. Snow. Jeremy Golder. Through the middle, Kobe Burke. Champion heading for the front of the goal. Burke takes it around behind. That's pretty much going to do it for the power play. Back for Drover. Drover winds up. Gillis sees it through the traffic and hangs on as the penalty expires.
Bunch of cricketers after the shot on net. Nothing serious.
Nope. Champion and Snow.
Champion wanted to have a couple words with Snow. Champion's an excitable guy. Trying to bring a bit of enthusiasm to the team, see if we can light a fire.
4-0. The Red Wings.
Brandon Hans has a hat trick.
Robinson. He lost it. Oak will go back to pick it up. Brandon Hines has always loved playing here at the Joe.
Oh my goodness. He scores a lot of goals everywhere, but I guarantee his eyes lights up every time he comes here. It's offsides. Oh my goodness, that was offsides by far.
Goes the other way. Mulrooney leading the rush. Trying to get it over to Marr. Then comes back at the point. Drover. Fitzgerald with a shot. Stopped by Gillis, and he makes the save on the rebound as well.
Two great stops by Gillis. Very cool. Nothing to it.
Two of the better scoring chances right there. That's tipped in front. Maine got a stick on it. Put it wide, but boy, he was there all alone. Then he pokes it through, whiffing for a fifth goal.
Goodness, Josh. Brandon Hans over there on the boards, takes that puck and bring him around, and it comes right to him. He takes a slap pass right over to the forward in front of the net, almost scores.
Here it is.
And then we just look at this here. Just watch. This is a
He's
slap pass
wide
right
open.
over. Gives it right down him, shoots it right at the goaltender.
Everything
just
looks
lays
fine there.
and nobody's there. And
Wow.
they just, I don't know how it got in.
And we have got a goaltending change.
And George, I was before the fourth goal, and when he scored the fourth goal, I said, we may see Jason Stone very early tonight. And of course, we see Jason Stone going in now.
And again, no offense to Jason Stone, but the Cataracts did not want to have to use him in this game. Certainly not this early. Hasn't played in a while. Sort of emergency backup. They were hoping to stick with him. But 5 goals in 25 minutes.
Yeah, that's tough.
So Jason Stone, team goal for the Cataracts. Haven't said that in a long time.
No, we haven't.
It's Peavy into the middle. Stone almost tested. Winder went down and blocked that. He didn't get through, but chance for the Red Wings right away. Sims. Peavy off the boards. For Reed. Back to Peavy. Turning down in the corner. Mullet, chance to get it out, didn't. Kept in. Payne. Puck bouncing around, taken by Green. Green quickly up ahead to Burt. He'll dump it in, takes a little bump from Pierce. McKay gets the puck from Gillis, looks up the ice. Coffey got a stick on it, and then he'll go and get it in the corner. He's right out in front, put wide. McKay is on it. McKay with a cheeky little move here, put it into his skates, back to his stick.
Yeah, brought it to the inside, brought it to the outside. Got away from the defender. A nice little move is right.
Jeremiah Gill bouncing puck to Gillis, and he will cover it up with Cody Gopher right there. 14-11 to go, second period already. 5-0 Deer Lake Red Wings.
Yeah, 5-0 Reds. It's we talked about tough leads to come back from. 5-0 lead is tough to come back from any time. Against the Deer Lake Red Wings, a superb team with tremendous goaltending. It's going to be tough slate. You got to try to win some battles now and get yourself at least on the scoreboard.
Mulrooney came off the end boards, cleared away by Gillis. Fitzgerald's on it. Back behind the net, tried to play it out in front. Gillis got a stick on that. Kept it from getting to the front of the goal. Back to the point, Mulrooney with a shot. Kicked away by Oak. Right out in front it comes. Mulrooney trying to make something happen for the Cataracts, the defenseman.
Got a fight over here, George.
Okay.
Ian Wall, and I was watching two of them battling. They had a battle for a while, way off of the play. And then I watched the cross-check and a push, and Ian Wall just laid a haymaker on him right away. He said, enough of this.
That was Dylan Coffey for the Red Wings. Ian Wall gather up all the sticks and helmets and everything else from the ice.
Paraphernalia down there.
Paraphernalia.
George-
Sorry, go ahead, Robert.
About 30 seconds prior to it, I was watching, even though the play was over here, I was watching over there. They had gone to the boards, they come off, and I know Ian Wall was obviously peeved off at the score of the game. And I looked at Coffee, and they had a little push, and then a little chop, and then boom. I actually don't think that they're going to get fighting majors. I think it's going to be double minors for roughing.
Right now, just the one penalty up on the board. I don't know if Coffey's getting the extra. It's on the extra penalties on the Deer Lake side right now. Maybe just a case of not having it up there yet. I think someone looking at on the ice, I'm seeing 5-on-5. Well, as I say that, another Deer Lake player goes to the penalty box, and it is a power play for the Cataracts.
Yeah, okay. So, see what happens.
Back-to-back power plays. Boy, they need something in a hurry.
Yeah, that's
Something for the fans to cheer about here. Go Cats, go chant going.
Wow.
Somebody trying to get the team going.
Number 27, Billy Coffey, 2 minutes for cross-checking, 2 minutes for roughing. Second penalty being served by number 92.
The extra penalty to Coffey for the cross-check. And then each 2 for roughing. Grover able to keep it in. Cody Grover has it in the corner. Leads it. Fitzgerald. Murr over the other side. They're looking for Murr. Up in the ear, down in the corner. Red Wings on it, can't get it out. Kept in. Good play by Murr. Murr circling the goal. Back to Jeremy Drover. Down in the corner. Cody Drover. Up to Jeremy. He'd move to his left. Pass came to his right. Stone comes out to play it. Up ahead for Cody Drover. Turns away. Drover in over the blue line. Drover for Murr. Murr holding it. Murr with a shot. Missed. Green keeps it onside.
great job.
Drover. Tried to feed it out in front. That's picked off and sent down the ice by Canes. 35 seconds to go in the power play. Still nothing for the Cataracts. Mulrooney. Back for Murr. Gains the blue line. Behind the net. Gillis out to play it.
He's not going to allow that puck to go around.
Murr, good pass back to Green. Green with a shot. Blocked by Canes and ricochet off him and go down the ice. And Canes felt that one. Heads to the bench. Just 10 seconds to go in the power play. Mulrooney. Drops it for Burt. Burt with a shot. Blocker save made by Gillis. The puck goes up and out of play just as the penalty comes to an end.
Yeah, and that's something that the Cataracts need to do. Is a nice little drop pass. Burt gets a shot away, but the goaltender Gillis just looks at it and blockers it off and they play. And it's off to his left. Not much going on in that power play.
Cataracts win the face-off, but the pass comes outside the blue line. Burt backhands it high down into the corner. Sims spinning away from Oak. Backhand! I think it may have been blocked by the defense.
I think Giller blocked it. It was an empty net. Gillis was down. And Giller got a stick out there and blocked that. It was an empty netter.
Gillard. Parsons to center. Bounces up in the air. Snow looking for it. Pass was in behind Lucas Gillard. Winter. Ahead to Burt. That's caught by Gillis. Keeps it going. Thank you very much. Parsons.
He doesn't want to keep it
To
stopped.
Peavy. Peavy in there with Reed. Peavy still has it. Peavy shot stopped by Stone. His first stop of the game.
Yeah, went off the shoulder. Nice save.
Peavy was glad to just dance around out there. Bound battling for it. Up into the far corner. Mullet trying to get body position. Can't get it out. Peavy fed it in front. Taken away by Carter Bound. Bound takes a big hit from
Nice.
Lucas McKay as he got to the blue line.
Great hip check by McKay.
Yeah, that was the old-fashioned hip check right there.
They stuck it right into him.
Well done.
Down opened up.
Reed is over here.
Love those checks.
Took the pass, chipped it in. Grover can't get it out. Peavy puts it on goal. Stone's got that. Holds on. 9:49 to go second period. All Deer Lake so far.
Yeah, it's been Deer Lake the whole time from start. And of course they haven't slowed down at all. Halfway through the second period, they're up by a 5 spot. Cataracts got to try to find a way, George, to make the game a little simpler in terms of getting it outside of their, outside of their zone. Their passes are just not crisp enough at all. And when they are, they're just too far apart, and they're just as a one and done type of a deal. As we just saw.
And Rooney back to get it, puts on the brakes, leaves it. Drover trying to get away. Here's Cody Drover. Drover pushed to the boards, keeps going. Gives it to Marr. Marr with a shot off a leg. Drover. Back down in the corner, Fewer. Drover hits to the bench, replaced by Nick Fitzgerald. Marr with it. Jordan Marr.
Just too many big sticks to go through there.
Trying to get it all the way over here to Fitzgerald. Riley Main. He's stopped. Champion. Holds it. Shot off the skate. There's Anderson the other way. Anderson threw it right in front. Went off the defenseman. Off the Champion. Champion's got it. Picked up by Mulrooney. He'll clear it in. Cataracts change. Bouncing puck right to Stone. Green will take it. Quickly up ahead. Was looking for Fitzgerald. Missed him. It was touched though, so no icing.
Good call by the official.
Rolling puck. Cataracts win the race. It'll be an icing call against the Red Wings. 7:52 to go. Almost said icing. It's incorrect.
But George, I was watching Stevenson who made a deep pass to Gillard, and Gillard is waiting for the forward to what you call go through the middle part of the ice, and he chooses to go to the boards. Carms it off the boards, and there's nobody there, and that's why he went to icing.
Shot on goal. Gillis made the stop. Passed it. I'm hoping somebody would get a stick on it. Nobody did. Got back in. Sims.
Might have another little scuffle here. A lot of stuff going on behind the play.
Winter and Parsons out at center.
Yeah.
They separate. Burke gets it back. Burke lifts it in. Hit the top of the glass and stayed in.
It did. I watched it. Wow, that's unique.
Absolute top of the glass. Yeah, it's different.
A lot of different stuff like that.
Coffee. He tries that move to pull it around. Defenseman stays with him. It's Winter. I think he's got a little burr under his saddle right now.
Coffee's already had a little skirmish with Wall. Mullet goes over and has a little chit chat with him. Asks him how the game is going. He looks up and says, "Can't you tell?"
Yeah, I think we can all see how this one's going.
Well, the thing is, the Cataracts, George, are trying to ignite the fans somehow with a little, a little push, a little shove here and there, but they just don't have enough big enough able bodies to be able to deal with this big Red Wings team.
Yeah, get the crowd excited. You got to put something behind Brian Gillis.
You got to.
That misses everything.
Maybe a check here or there or a fisticuff, but
McKay.
they're down by 5.
He lost it.
He tried
He
that same
tried
move.
it again.
He
yeah.
tried it again, George.
He tried to bring it into his skates, lost
Yeah,
it.
if at first you don't succeed, try again.
Pierce around the boards. Picked up by Coffey. Good pass. Coffey all alone, waiting for some help. Snow comes in a little bit late. Goes to the boards. Cataracts can't get it out. Still can't get it out. Great work over there on the boards by Coffey to keep it in. Now back to point. McKay with a shot. That's ripped wide. Fitzgerald and Payne going to the boards. Payne, good hustle. Got in there first. Payne gets knocked down. Wall took a little extra shot there, didn't he?
Oh, he's going to do that every shift, and I like that.
Pierce around the boards.
Very scrambly play.
There's not much happening out there right now.
Goodness gracious. This is
McKay. Has just missed Payne, or Peavy. Mulrooney. Tyrell Mulrooney's looked a little better in this game, a little more comfortable than he did last week, his first game.
pretty good skater. Gets to the puck well, closes nicely.
Trying to make things happen. Meyer with a shot, hit the stick. Fitzgerald with a couple of whacks at it. Gillis stopped them both.
Mueller had 2 shots. And Gillis was equal to the task.
Red Wings come across. Robinson. Langdon. Green. Jeremy Grover. In center, off the stick of Meyer. Meyer will try and chase it down along the boards. Gillard gets back there first. Or actually, that's 14, not 44. Oak. That goes up into the mesh. Just over 4.5 left to go in the second period. Shots on goal, by the way. 17-13. Which game certainly feels a lot more one-sided than the clock. Captain obvious here.
Yeah, well. It is the 2-for-1 special in the sense.
Coffey, long shot in. Gillis kicked that aside. Chance here for the Cataracts. That's ripped wider than that.
That was a great chance for Champion.
Champion headed out in
Beautiful,
front.
beautiful shooting.
Fitzgerald back at the point. Langdon did a good job up along the boards. Hines, Champion in front, scores!
Cataracts did a good job of rotation that time. George down low, turned it around, and Champion was just dog determined. He was not going to lose this battle, and he didn't. He lost the puck twice and got it back twice, and just kept the extra energy going. And the Red Wings have possession of the puck, and he comes and steals the puck. And if you look down here, Red Wings are exiting the zone, and there's 2 men. And what Gillis tried to do, George, he tried to poke check the guy in front of the net to prevent him from getting the pass. And as he did that, basically he just handcuffed himself.
Cataracts with 2-on-0. I mean, if Champion was coming in on essentially a breakaway on the goal. He had a teammate standing next to the goaltender.
Yes, there was no red jersey anywhere near.
Red Wings felt they were going to clear it. Everybody left dodge.
Well, Champion was, he was saying to himself, I'm not losing this puck.
That was a great shift. He had a great chance just a few seconds before that.
Yeah, he did.
So there's a little something for the fans to hang their head on.
Well, if nothing else, it gives you something to cheer for in a short period of time anyway.
You get one goal, maybe get another. Who knows? Gotta keep the faith.
Have to.
Bon
Jovi.
Why bother otherwise, eh? Wow, a sharp angle for the right on goal, and that's stopped by Gillis. Exactly 3 minutes left to go here in period number 2. Cataracts on the board. Travis Champion makes it 5-1.
Yeah, his first game back in a while since before Christmas, and I like what he brings to the team. I really do, George. He comes out, he's still only a young guy, really. Got lots of enthusiasm and just wants to work hard all the time.
There's Parsons. Shoots. Stone's got it and holds on. Jason Stone returning to replace Tyler Whiffen after the 5th Deer Lake goal. Hasn't been particularly busy. He's made 2 or 3 stops. Oak over the other side. Shot by Robinson went wide. Parsons. Let's get it. Robinson knocks it down. Snow plays it in. Parsons behind the net. Over missed it. It bounces at the side of the goal. Red Wings get it to the front and it's cleared to the boards by Marr. Jordan Marr. And Oak. Marr swinging all the way around. The pass a bit too hard for Bound. Bound plays it down into the corner. Bueller. Grover, he lost it, taken away by Robinson. Lucas Robinson, hard shot. Stone's got that, forced to hang on to it. In a minute 49 to go here in the second.
Cataracts coming in full wholesale change here now. They're like Red Wings have got their 2 stellar defensemen out there, and with less than 2, with Sims and Giller back here on D. And of course, Brandon Hines with a hat trick here tonight is up front with his centerman.
Langdon got it behind the goal. Ian Wall, good pass.
One thing with Ian Wall, he is going to pass the puck hard and he's going to finish every check.
Gillard plays it to the far corner. Cataracts on it there, tried to feed it out in front. Sims intercepted that. Tipped away. Here comes Riley Main. Brandon Hines looking for it. Hines and Wall. And out it comes. Sims. Cross for Gillard. For Hines. He stopped. Good play at the blue line by Joey Green. Sorry, that was Ian Wall. Henderson. Headed in front. Here's Hines in all alone. Scores.
I mean, I just don't get it.
How do you miss it?
Well, not only that, he's tired. He's at the end of the shift, and he already comes up the ice. He took a check down in the corner, and then he checked Ian Wall, and he actually asked him if he was all right. He comes back up. He actually asked him, was he all right? Good to go. His little head bang. And then if you're turning the puck up ice, and he's just, look, there's not a soul within 25 feet. He's just waltzing in all alone. Like, you don't get that open in a practice, George.
Brandon Hines likes to play here.
Oh, my goodness.
I like it even more. It's 4 goals.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, the last time he played there, he was player of the game, and he had 3 goals. He had 4 assists, 2 assists. He had a 6-pointer. Want to have at least that tonight.
Canes. That's tipped just wide. He scored in the first minute of the first period, last minute of the first period, first minute of the second period, last minute of the second period.
Not bad.
That's crazy.
That's crazy good.
Fewer shot right on goal. Easy save for Gillis. 10 seconds to go in the period.
And he was actually at the end of his shift. He was wanting to get off, believe it or not. He went out at the 150 mark.
It's been the Brandon Hines show here at the Joe Byrne this evening.
Yeah.
4 goals.
4 goals.
And the Red Wings lead it 6-1 after 2 periods of play. Shots on goal 20-18. Favor the Red Wings. Okay. This is one of those games where the shots on goal are not very indicative of the game at all.
And questionable.
Yeah.
Either way, it doesn't matter if we show 100 shots on net or not.
No,
But,
the only one that counts is that 6-1.
6-1, George, and and I'm going in thinking about the third period here now, and I look at it from both dressing rooms, and I've been on both sides of the point, usually short-handed more than the other side, and really, Cataracts are saying to themselves, we got to try to save some face in the third period. Really, forget about trying to win the game. We got to win a shift.
Yeah.
Win a couple of shifts. Let's try and win the period. Now that means you score one more goal more than the opposition. But there's no way even the most positive person in the world not going to win say we get a chance to win this game because we don't. And the thing is for on their league's perspective right now, they're all saying let's not do anything silly. Let's don't put ourselves in bad positions. Let's get our 35, 40-second shifts in out. Goaltender Gillis is a start. And let's protect him.
All right, let's see what happens in the third period. It's been all Deer Lake so far. 6-1, they lead this one after 2 periods of play. You'll watch some Central West Senior Hockey League action from the Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium here on AO.1. Back in a few minutes.
Cataracts will all be doing their draw for the donate each 50-50 after ice skating this period. And also we'll do the draw for the floor doesn't go back there after this period. So you'll have 14 minutes if you want to get get your tickets at the front of the stadium. Come on with the music.
It's just about time for the Spur Mechanical Shootout Challenge. So let's give a big round of applause for our shooter this evening, Dave Burt. All right, Dave, so you're going to have 5 opportunities to win $1 or $500. You can only win the prize once. So if you put multiple ones in the hole, you receive $100. And if you should hit the $500 mark, the game is over, and you call on your friends and have a party. All right, 5 shots, here we go. Let's cheer them out, folks. Congratulations, Steve Burt. $100 for Richard. And we'll be back again tomorrow afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, with more Spur Mechanical Shootout Challenge. For you, may have an opportunity to win $500.
Third period about to get underway here in this game between the Red Wings and the Cataracts. Red Wings lead it 6-1 after 2 periods of play. Brandon Hines with 4 goals in this one.
Yeah, and counting.
Probably.
Yeah, he had a great opportunity on another one, and something happened to the skate blade, so he made amends for that after he got back out.
Yeah, that was missing the breakaway. His skate blade came loose. Let's see what the third period brings. This is over in front of the Red Wings bench. Nick Fitzgerald got a stick on it. It goes to the boards. Ooh, Langdon with a chance. Langdon with a shot.
Off the crossbar.
Off the crossbar. Fitzgerald just avoided the hit. Keeps on going. Mulrooney backhanded it in front. Taken away by the Red Wings. Here's Hines. Hines all alone. Hines with a shot. Stopped by Stone. He's got it. Brandon Hines with another chance in the first minute of a period.
Yeah, first minute of the period is right.
Saying between periods, I've never seen a guy score first minute of the first period, last minute of the first period, first minute of the second, first minute, and last minute of the second. Same guy.
That looked like the streak was going to continue.
Yeah. He almost got one there, just 43 seconds into the third. He's with it. Shot by Robinson. Up and out of play.
Yeah, a little knuckleball without the top of the dasher. Up and out of play. Looked like a fair catch being called down the far end. But it was dropped.
Yeah, Wild Card Sunday coming up tomorrow.
That
Football
bowl
reference.
That bowl game's on all week. There's a bowl game on last night.
Yeah, just a little bit of the Texas-Oklahoma game.
Yeah. Ohio State, Notre Dame the night before.
Yep. Marr back at the point. Green with a shot. That one off of Keynes. That's it. 3 or 4 times tonight, Keynes has come out towards the point and blocked shots from the defenseman.
He's a big target, and he gets in the way. I like it.
Grover looking for Marr. Gillis brings it around the boards. Gets it to Snow. Quickly into the middle. Got by Luke Gillard. Then the shot comes in from Snow, and Stone has got that somewhere in the pads.
Got it there somewhere.
Yeah, have it in the pads.
That was a good save. That was a nice little pass coming behind, and he got a lot of wood on that, and equal to the task. Stone, he's had a couple of good saves since coming in. The replaced goaltender with him in the second period.
And stopped Brandon Hines there early in this period with a good save.
No easy chore.
Another face-off win by the Red Wings. Sits at the blue line. Cataracts able to push it out. Parsons to Snow. Give it back to Parsons. A bit behind him. He'll take it off the board. On to Snow. Snow with a nice little move to get himself free. Gets it to Parsons, backhanded. Sits in behind the Cataracts goal. Played over into the corner. Kobe Burt. Back for Winter. A quick cross ice pass for Burt. A little bit too much mustard on that. Wings get it. Clear it back in. Mullet with a good rush. And over the blue line, got away a hard shot. But look where Gillis is. 4 feet out in front of the paint. He's a save.
About to say it, George. Comes out there. He's a big goal that are being in it. And then you're out there and you take it right in the middle. It's not a whole lot there you can shoot at.
Kane gets to center. Shoots it in wide of the goal. Mulrooney. Wall. Wall goes the other way. Up over the stick of Gill. Quick pass across to Payne. That pass had some nice zip on it. Payne trying to get in. Wall pushed him off the puck. That hit Fitzgerald in the skate and stayed in the Cataracts end. This is Ian Wall. And this is going to be icing. 3:25 down in the third period. 6-1 for the Lake Red Wings.
Yeah, I like that Stone's able to come out and challenge and get him a little confidence. He knows that, you know, it's an emergency call up, and but it's nice to see a good local boy coming back, and so he has a lot of good family and friends watching here this evening. It's good for Jason.
First team has an import goaltender from British Columbia.
You do?
League MVP 1 year with the Cataracts. And Snow with another big save in front as he robs Hines. Hines again all alone in front. Brandon Hines has had 2 great chances here in the third.
Phenomenal chances. And Ian Wall pasted his D forward down low.
Mulrooney with a chance. Mulrooney with a shot. Went off Gillard, up and out of play.
Gillard. They're up by 5 goals. He's the D-man. He goes out and he still blocks that shot. And Brandon Hines is looking up there now saying, what happened?
He's got 4 and he's had 2 glorious chances here in the third.
He has. I've golfed a few times with Brandon over the last couple of years, George, over in Humber Valley, and even his first couple of years when he played with Gander Flyers. And as anybody knows, Brandon likes to have a chit-chat.
Yeah, I've played golf with Brandon as well.
He can give it as well as take it. He's a fun guy to play with.
The Royals golf tournament. Myself and Brandon were on the same team. Scores! Coffee!
Coffee.
Just rip that one as the Cataracts turn it over.
Yeah, he turns it over and Stone comes out here. And one of the things with Stone, he over pursues, but it's just too soft.
And they had the puck 10 feet outside the blue line and skated it back in.
Skated it back in,
and
yeah. That's
gave
why there
it
was
to
no
the Deer Lake
onside.
player. Yeah.
That's right.
Dropped back in by the Cataract player.
Yeah, you got to turn a pivot outside of there. You can't go forward to D when the forward is being harassed by another D.
And icing against the Red Wings.
But anyway, to finish your story, George, about Brandon Hodge, you were playing in a golf tournament?
Yeah, that was probably about it.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah. So we had, these 4-man team tournaments, and we got paired up with Brandon, so we got to hang out together a little bit and play some golf.
Yeah.
Of course, I've talked to Brandon a few times since, and talked to him the last couple of herders that I feel like he's been playing. I just had a quick chat.
Yeah, I had, remember my first time playing with Brandon, a good friend of mine, Eddie O'Keefe, said, Brandon's going to play with us today, Watson. So we'll go over to the Hummer. Brandon's a well-built kid with a good swing, very powerful. I had a couple of drives that, went a little bit further than Brandon's. I guess I hit mine right on the screws, and he didn't. Anyway, we go up hole number 7. I'll never forget it. And when I hit a really good drive, and he hit a drive was 65 yards ahead of mine. I got down to my ball, and he said, "Watts," he said, "that's mine up there." He said, "I think there's a couple of Walmarts ahead of yours."
Walmart. I remember that one.
I said, "Yeah, you're right. It's a long ways away." A lot of fun.
Tipped by Gillard down into the Cataracts end. That leaves her out. Good shot well wide. Parsons gets to it first. Snow. Come out. Coffee and Snow change looks. Another giveaway by the Cataracts, just getting really sloppy and lazy out there.
I'm not sure where Smith is trying to even go with that. There's no passing option, and he tries to go on his backhand. There's nobody there.
Gets it to center, shoots it in. Willis. Around to Parsons.
Willis wants to get in the game, or he wants to handle the puck a little bit more. He loves it.
Pierce can't get it out on the first try now, the Red Wings will. Shot in by Lucas Gillard. Red Wings for the change. Mullet shoots it in. Gillis out to play it. Gets it for Reed. Peavy. Kane heading for the front of the goal. The shot comes into Stone. He'll hold it.
If you're going to dump the puck in on goaltender Gillis, you've got to actually go opposite boards. If you just bring it around the boards where Gillis is able to get out and stop it, he's not going to get that. He's not going to allow that puck to be rimmed around. He stops it every time. Not only does he stop it, but his forwards recognize that. So his D-man doesn't even go back to get the puck. They just start to move up ice, and he passes it to him.
Payne knocked the puck down. Sampson.
Yeah, I think Sampson may have gotten a skate right in the midsection.
Yeah, Sampson
On the
goes,
check.
goes to the bench. Bent over. Peavy takes a hit from Drover. Puck comes in. Champion's got it. Back at the point, Cataracts have it. Keep it onside. Looney plays it in. Ball takes a little bump. Looney looking for it. Ball headed out in front. A shot just went wide. Champion with a chance from a sharp angle. Puck went up in the air to the far boards. Cleared out by the Red Wings.
Clearly the best chance of the period.
So Travis Champion is giving all he can.
Everything. And he
All
does
with a
every
shot.
shift.
Here's Champion. Backhanding it down. Drover. And right out in front, cleared to the boards. On it first is Drover. Jeremy had it taken away. Look out, here comes Brandon Hines. 3-on-1 for the Red Wings. And the shot goes wide.
He tried to pass it back to Brandon Hines. He was going to shoot at Brandon Hines on site, and he tried to pass it back to Brandon Hines.
Champion had knocked off his stick. Green. Champion. Behind the net. Trying to get it out in front for Fitzgerald. That's taken away by Langdon. Oak. Robinson. Up through the middle into the feet of Kane. Hines got to it. And it's shot in by Langdon. Burke. In over the blue line. Gives it to Fitzgerald. Back to Burke. Burke trying to get it out in front. Here to the boards. Fitzgerald. Twisting and turning into the slot. Oak had his stick checked. Couldn't get a shot away. And out comes Dylan Coffey. Down into the corner. Burke got a stick on it. Gets it out. Coffey looking for it. Coffey had it taken away by Green. Good play by Joey Green.
Yeah, he was caught back up ice, came back, nice defensive play.
Mullet stepped on the puck.
Yeah, turned the leg, stepped on it, and capsized.
Kane's forced to the boards. Oh, and there's a big hit in behind the net.
I think he's just going for the puck, though.
That wasn't even attempting to put a hit
No.
on him. That was Parsons.
He wasn't attempting to put it, and that was not a dirty play at all.
That wasn't even really a body check. I don't think he saw him.
He
I
turned.
think the Cataract defenseman ran into him.
He did. He turned, and he actually got it right in the jaw.
Two guys skating in opposite directions.
Yeah, and
Collided.
he just happens to be a much bigger kid. 77 for the Red Wings. That was not a shoulder check. It was not a check at all. It was an inadvertent play. You're exactly right.
That's Winter. That's down.
Yeah,
And Cataracts, Travis Winter.
his two legs just came right out from underneath him after he got hit. And there was no penalty on the play.
No.
The penalty is coming out after the fact.
What are we going to get? Head contact? Unintentional. I absolutely believe that. You think of a misconduct, too. Well, if he had something to say, but that, again, I'll stick with what I said initially. I thought that was an inadvertent hit.
Yeah, I have to agree. And actually, if Steven Sims is down there, he's saying the same thing. He said he has his arms in by his side, and Winter was coming from a different angle. I have to agree with Steven Sims on this. I didn't even.
Darren Langdon wants to talk to
Yeah.
the referee.
I didn't even think it was going to be a penalty, to believe it or not. And there was no call on the initial. I watched the referee afterwards. He put his arm up, but the refereeing player never even attempted to check him.
Things are moving along here. With this little delay. So coming over to serve the penalty will be Luke Gillard.
Yeah, because he gets 2 minutes and a 10-minute misconduct, which means he's done for the game. I don't know if I've seen that call this year. And in fact, I know I haven't seen that call this year.
Oh, just going to guess here, but the misconduct. Upset. Thought he was going to get a penalty and said something. I don't think he get a misconduct. Especially for something to say.
Didn't look like he was saying anything. Almost looked like he was apologetic. But I can guarantee you there was no intent on his behalf to check the guy at all. He was going in for the puck and actually got ran into.
Yeah. Anyway.
Now there's going to be a penalty behind the play for a cross check. This is a penalty.
Coffee is going to go off for the Cataracts, so we'll take the power play off the board as well.
Things have come to a grinding halt, George.
4-on-4, and we've still got 9:46 left to go in this one. A big lead for the Red Wings, 7-1. Two teams to play again tomorrow afternoon, 1:30 here at the Joe Byrne.
Yeah, okay. Well, the Cataracts are certainly going to have the league tonight. That's
I hope for a better outcome if you're a Cataract fan in tomorrow's game.
short turnaround from tonight to tomorrow afternoon.
Wall off the stick of Sims, and that'll go out of play.
You seen Wall jump up in the last shift as well. He came right in. He wants to get a little bit more involved.
Gillard plays it back behind the net for Sims. It hit the outside of the net. Came out. And that's going to be an icing call because it's 4-on-4. I don't think the Red Wing player realized that it was 4-on-4.
No, he didn't.
Darren Langdon is giving it to him over there. Hey, then he's laughing. Okay. He just meant that joking. He was serious. Upset at his player for doing that.
He was, and he called him off the ice, told the other, and he said, he said, get on!
He told him to get back on, and
He did.
Yelling and pointing, but then he had to smile. All in fun. We're up 7-1. That's the way it should be. Gillis has got that.
Canes came over to the bench and Langdon just waved and said, get back out there.
Mock anger. Manger?
Rain of anger.
Oh. Mulrooney. And from Marr. Now try to feed it in front. That's cleared. Mulrooney's got it. Puts on the brake, spins away from Canes, takes it down into the corner and around behind the net. Tyrell Mulrooney back to Wall. To Mulrooney. Got some room to shoot it. He will off the stick of Oak and out of play.
Comes out in a defensive position, try to block a shot, get into the shooting lane, which he did.
Fitzgerald champion Wall and Mulrooney still out there. Pass missed everybody. Won't be icing. Ooh. Looked like the Red Wing player was in ahead of it.
He was in ahead of it at the hash marks, that's for sure. That's where it's determined, I thought. But anyway, Fish just thought otherwise. They're the ones they're the only ones that matter here tonight. We're just a line for the rod, George, and a slow rod it is.
24 seconds left to go in the Red Wings penalty. 50 seconds left to go in the penalty to the Cataracts. Red Wings will have a short power play, all else being equal. That flutters into Gillis. Wanted to play it, held it long enough to get a whistle.
Gillis doesn't want to stop any, doesn't want to have any stoppages of play, I should say. He's just saying, come on, let's get out of Dodge.
Red Wings come away with it. Oak got to the blue line and was poke checked. We'll drop it back to Robinson. Oak gets the return pass and will shoot it in. Stone stops it behind the net, leaves it for Green. Green got rid of it. Power play now for the Red Wings, a brief one. Cleared away from the front of the goal by Stone. 10 seconds to go in the penalty to the Cataracts. Robinson pulls it back, shoots it, tipped wide. And that'll do it. Penalty is over. Over to the fireboard. Wheeler. Fitzgerald. Back at the point. Fitzgerald tips it behind the net. Coffey waiting for it back there. Tried to give it back to Fitzgerald. That didn't work. Fitzgerald has it. Back at the point again. Knocked down. Shot by Fitzgerald is blocked.
Seeing fewer out here now for the Cataracts. George, I haven't seen him a lot in this the third period, and he's a big presence. And he's one I thought the Cataracts, you know, he played his first couple of games on the road for the Cataracts, scored himself a couple of goals, and came back there last Saturday night. It's the first time that we were able to see him, and I was impressed with his size and his skating ability. I would like for him to get a little bit more engaged down low, particularly. His skate issue, the goaltender Gillis took his pad off. I'm amazed that these pads are quickly to come off and come back on. You talked about that before, and it looks as light as a feather.
There's not much to it.
No, and if you look, George, that even looks really narrow.
I played the goal way back, way back. The big leather goalies.
Oh, yeah.
And they weighed a ton, and to put them on, you get your teammates to help you get them strapped up.
Teammates had to put them on. And once they got wet, they were even waterline side. I can remember Darrell Piener the same way. And now the goaltending pads are just super light.
Back then, most of us didn't have any goalie pads.
No.
Junior hockey had a couple of pairs, and we'd use them if you had fourth or fifth game of the day. Yeah, you got some pretty heavy pads.
Yeah, someone else was wearing them earlier.
Yeah. And the same with the trapper and the blocker. Masks.
Just
all shared amongst us.
Yeah, just
hockey.
Just before COVID.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit before cable TV, Robert.
Yeah, okay. With Channel 4 and 11.
That's it. Drover for Fewer sharp angle, comes out in front. Gillis got the pad down against the post. Puck still loose now. The referee blows it down. 6:29 to go.
Most action beside out from Gillis in the wall.
Wall shot right on goal, kicked away by Gillis up into the mesh. Trying to get something towards the goal, hope for a deflection, a rebound. Red Wings win this one. Sims plays it into the corner. Wall pinching up. Holds it in. Sims will go the other side. And that'll go into the Red Wings bench.
George, does it seem this way to you, but the last 4 or 5 minutes have seemed like an eternity?
This has been a long game since the first minute. They scored, what was it, 17 seconds in or 47 seconds in?
43 seconds
43,
in.
okay.
Yeah. 1970, 43 seconds in, and it's gotten slower since.
That pass down the ice is on goal, so Stone has to hold it. That'll bring about a face-off from the Red Wings end. But yeah, a lot of whistles in the last few minutes. Between calls to a halt.
Yeah. It wasn't a big crowd here to begin with, but a lot of them had.
We've had a few people make their way to the exits.
Looks like the Blood Weight Lounge has gotten an increase in some people, which is good. That's good news.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad crowd tonight, but
It wasn't bad,
with
no,
the
not at
issues
all.
here at the Joe with no heat and spots leaking, some people obviously chose to stay home.
I'm not kind of sure what kind of crowd we're going to get tomorrow. Sundays are never as many, but let's hope that we have a good one. But in order to get fans come in, you got to have a good performance, and the Cataracts haven't had a good performance the last couple of games.
Rooney. It's the hit from Robinson. It's backhanded in. Sampson back there looking for it. Shaken up a little bit earlier. Back out there.
Goes out
Tipped
to the
away.
shift, hits his man.
This will likely be icing. And it is against the Red Wings. 5:04 to go.
Yeah, we've had a few whistles. So the fourth liner getting a shift here now. You have Sampson out there with Champion and Gill. No doubt Jeremiah Gill is going to get in on the forecheck and use that big body of his.
Big news right now, Robert. Toronto Raptors actually leading by a point at the half
wow.
against the Detroit Pistons. Man, that's been a tough team to watch this year.
Yeah, last couple of years.
This year in particular. As a Raptors fan, it's been tough. You want to watch them to be competitive, but a lot of games haven't even been competitive.
Oh, and that's no good, right? You don't mind losses. You don't mind trouble beating teams, but
You want to be competitive.
you got to be competitive. That's what you're there for.
As a Raptors fan, it's been a tough one. Long toss of Gill is looking for somebody, but the Red Wings were changing over at the bench, so that's going to be an icing call. And speaking of Toronto teams, you see the Blue Jays signed Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to a one-year contract, a one-year extension.
But they've signed 6 players, and 4 of them are cornerstone players, if you want to call it. So they're committed, at least to him, and now.
Well, everybody was hoping for a long-term deal,
Yeah. But this is the thing. So a one-year deal. I like one-year deals because the player really has to prove his worth. And if he does, then George, you will see a big contract with a long-term deal.
catch there by Gillis.
That's what I think. You know, he had a tough start to the season last year.
He played exceptional after that.
The second half of the season, you know, particularly after the All-Star game.
Yeah. He was as good as anybody in baseball.
Yeah, he was. No question. No question. And he's committed to he loves Toronto. He really does.
Jays just signed a new reliever, too. I can't remember his name, from Philadelphia. All-star player. Big contract, $33 million.
You can't live on that.
Carol Sewell. That's offside, yep. Back playing with the New York Knicks many years ago. But his contracts were a lot smaller, but he was saying $6 million a year.
How can I feed my family?
Latrell
Sprewell.
Yeah.
Not Charles, Latrell. Oh, sorry.
Didn't I?
Well,
We'll check the tape.
Something like that. Yeah, but I can. That was funny. Yeah, maybe he had a big family.
Well, he's up in Nick Cannon territory now. But
There's some big contracts out there. There's no doubt about that in all of the sports. Basketball, baseball. Hockey's a permanent sport.
It's fourth amongst the leagues in North America.
Yes. Premier League soccer or football, everyone call it astronomical numbers. And then, of course, if we go to F1, it's in another stratosphere.
That's cleared away by the Red Wings. We're winding it down. Under 3 to go now. Mulroney just slides it in slowly.
Referee set a pick.
Payne, poke checked. Tipped in front. Gillis has got it and holds on. As the fans now begin to...
Yeah, get to your vehicle and see if you can get out.
You're not going to have any trouble getting out of here tonight, Robert.
I'm glad of that.
Supposed to be cleared out by the time we're done.
Yeah, well, my son has a referee at 8 o'clock, so it's another early rise.
Okay. This game tomorrow afternoon, we'll referee another basketball game tomorrow night in the local men's league. Trying to stay busy, so if I stop, I might fall down. I gotta keep going.
It's good to stand up.
And the movie theater here last night.
All I
Stop
did
by
was
Stone, a good chance there for Johnny Anderson coming down the left wing.
get up at 8 o'clock this morning, drive to Gilly for a couple of games.
With your son playing, yeah.
Drive back home, get here 10 after 6. Have a quick bite to eat, come down here and get ready. Well, the Deer Lake Red Wings will come away with another victory tonight, and
They move into first place then.
they keep winning. Yeah,
They move a point ahead of the Corner Brook Loyals.
yeah, who lost to the Stephenville Lightning last night.
Poke check by Gillis, ends up in behind the net. Over. Fewer backhand stop by Gillis. It's loose there. Drover scores.
Yeah, there's just a load of people in front of the net, and goaltender Gillis, there's no way he can stop that.
Let's
He
have a
was
look.
down and tied up. Maher gets the loose puck. Gillis goes down early on the other side and does a good job of blocking the puck. The puck squirts loose, and you look, there's 4 guys here banging away at it, and Gillis is still
Well,
trying
actually,
to
I
look.
said Drover. That was Maher.
Yeah, it was Maher picked up the loose puck over on the right-hand side and roofs it. So he gets himself on the score sheet. Him and Drover, who continue to play well for the Grand Falls Windsor Cataracts.
If Jordan Maher gets a goal, it's 7-2. We'll have to keep an eye down the other end for Jason Stone to come out. See if the Cataracts pull the goal. I can't just kidding. Minute 20 to go.
It's a disappointing loss for the Grand Falls Windsor Cataracts. We're going to regroup in a hurry. And whoops, tip it in, tip it out. You think about looking at third place, George, and second place is definitely going to be a pipe dream right now.
Yeah.
You know, they needed to win last weekend, and we're split this weekend in order to have a chance.
Well, the key is now see if Stephenville picks up their game, and
Yeah.
they may challenge the Cataracts for second before we're done. Who knows?
You don't know is right.
Cataracts are home again next weekend, and they will play Stephenville and Corner Brook.
Yeah, that's a split weekend. I like those.
Nice to have 2 different teams come in. Into the final minute. There's Payne off the glass and out. Comes out to center. Carter Brown shoots it in. 25 seconds to go. This one right. Just kind of hold it. That's what they're going to do as long as they can. Move it up the ice at some point, but let the clock run out in the meantime. Pierce gets it towards the Payne. He'll just backhand it out. Smith has it. Quick look up at the clock. He's got it. He's just going to hold it right there. And that's going to do it. So the final, 7-2.
Yeah.
Deer Lake Red Wings defeat Grand Falls Windsor Cataracts. Shots on goal. I can believe this. 29-27 showing in favor of the Cataracts.
And I don't believe it.
That's what's
you
up
said
there.
you're not going to believe it, and I don't.
It's what's up. Anyway, there's the Red Wings celebrating, and a quick turnaround. They'll be back again tomorrow afternoon, 1:30. Do it again, and Cataracts continue. Not a good showing last 2 games. Great night for Brandon Hines. Now, Robert, I know Pat mentioned this to you, and I'm going to put you on the spot. Can you do 3 stars real quick?
Brandon Hines.
Well, I'm going to say the first one should be easy.
I'm going to go with Gillis.
Yep.
And I'm going to go with Steven Sims.
Okay.
How's that? Is that good?
That works. That works.
And I never even thought of that. Well, Brandon Hines was easy. And the only reason I'm saying Gillis, I'll have to go with the shots I get, which I don't believe. And I thought.
But he did make a number of really good saves.
He did.
Cataracts did have some scoring chances.
Yeah,
and
they did.
Gillis shut it down.
No, he did. I got to say, and and he makes good saves in good times. But not only that, but he passes the puck well. I thought, he was as good offensively as a goaltender. And I like the way Steven Sims plays each and every game. He stood up. He made some real good defensive plays. And I really like, believe it or not, how all night long he was around Murr, who didn't get a lot of great quality chances, except for the last
You
one.
notice whenever that Drover Marline
Two.
was out there, Gillard and Sims were out there.
Every time. Every time.
All right, that's going to do it. We're back here again tomorrow afternoon at 1:30. We invite you to come back and join us then for Robert Golding and cameraman Jason Power. My name is George Scott. Folks, have yourselves a great night.